Alright, you already know the drill. This is the Rogue Lineage Testosterone class tier list, alright? Um, alright, so first we going in with Vanguard. I put Vanguard. Hmm. That's just low test, bro. Alright, it's low test because, I cannot focus with this. What the fuck is this at, bro? Alright. It's low test because you heal, so there's no risk, bro. There's not a ton of risk. Like you heal from your moves and stuff. I think that's pretty low test because like it's something you can fall back on, and having something like you can fall back on is pretty low test behavior. Next is spy, low test, bro. Interrogation, you're catching them by surprise. That's low test behavior, bro. Like being sneaky and stuff. That's low testosterone, bro. Dragon Knight or Dragon Slayer. Alright. So we're just going off the class, not the people who play it. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro. The people who play it, bro, you're low test. But the class itself is pretty high test. I'm not gonna lie. Like you're slaying dragons and shit. That's pretty good, bro. Like it's honestly pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. So that's high test because like it just you're killing dragons and shit. Like that's high testosterone. You're strong, bro. Like you're just mighty and fierce, and you're asserting your dominance over like really powerful beasts such as dragons. So yeah, that's definitely high test. Oni, obviously it's high test, bro. Like you're really just throwing hands with people, bro. I would put it in like average test kinda, cause there's not a ton of risk with it. You have iframes, but just like it's just the embodiment of power, bro. It really is. Like it's just strength and shit. It's gotta go in high test, bro. And it's very strong. It does probably now don't quote me on this, cause it might be faceless, bro. But from my experience, I think Oni does the most amount of damage out of any class in the game. So I would say like its high test behavior is wanting to be very strong. Like that is high test though. Even though it's low key like kind of broken, it's really high test is wanting to be the strongest you can. Faceless. I put that in average test, bro. Cause unlike spy, like you're not gonna be interrogating and shit. Um, and you are playing pretty risky, to be honest, cause you do have low HP. I say it kind of depends on the build, bro. Like if you're a Morvid faceless, you're low test. But if you're like a Dinakari faceless, that's high test. So we're just gonna put it in average, alright? Next we got Illusionist. That's low. You know what? Every single mage is low test, alright? Bro, you're not using your strength at all. You are low testosterone. Alright, bro? Like you literally just spamming spells and shit. Like you're low test, bro. I swear you're low test, bro. Like it's just low test behavior, and you have Hoppa, so you can get out at any time, which is extremely low testosterone because like you're just leaving the battle, like you know that you'd lose and shit. Like bro, if you're, I mean Dragon Slayer, like yeah, bro, that shit is like wing soar, but still, bro, like you don't have as much mobility and shit. Like if you're a Oni or something, bro, and if you're getting like teamed on, 9 times out of 10, you're just gonna fight to the very end, and that's high testosterone behavior because you believe in yourself, you have that courage. Bro, mages are all just low testosterone. Dragon stage is high testosterone. I would say it's high testosterone because not only is it a pretty like skilled class, I'm not gonna lie, especially without healer. Um, it's pretty high testosterone because you're learning to control yourself. Like the class is like meditation, like self-control and shit. Like bro, to get this class, you literally have to go on top of a mountain and like meditate, bro, on top of a snowy peak. That is high testosterone. Deep Night is high testosterone. Deep Night is high testosterone. Fuck. Deep Night is high testosterone because it's very strong. How I said earlier, testosterone, like high testosterone men want to be strong. All right, and then also you're you kind of have a brotherhood, like for the prince, like you're helping other Deep Knights and like the prince. It's like a brotherhood pact. That shit is high testosterone. DSK. I'm saying it's average. All right, it would be high testosterone because of the runes and stuff, and I think that overall theme of the class is pretty high testosterone. Because I mean, like you have your runes, it's pretty strong. It does pretty good damage. But the only thing bringing it down is the mirrors, bro. Because I I main DSK as well, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. everyone who I fought, and when I play as DSK, if you get low, bro, you just run to the mirrors. Like that shit. I mean, it's low key like it's too good to not use, and that's low key low test behavior, bro. Um, Solins, it's low test, bro. Solins, you wanna know why Solins is low test, bro? I'm gonna tell you why, bro. There's no risk in that shit. There's no risk in Solins. I know I was saying, bro, I'm ranking it off of just the classes itself, but it's low test, bro. There's no risk to that shit. There's nothing. And if you're looking at it from a lore perspective, I'm not gonna lie, I think the lamest class in this entire game is Solins, bro. Like that shit is just you're like a police officer, isn't it? Like in the lore. I don't know. If I'm wrong, you can correct me, but that shit is low test, bro. I mean, like police officers in real life got high testosterone, but for the most part. But Solins is just low test. There's no risk, bro. It's the most busted shit in the game. All right, Shinobi. Shinobi's low test, bro. All right, it's low test. You have grapple. You can just run, bro. You know, every Shinobi's going spider cloak nowadays too. Like that shit is it's low test. I'm not gonna lie. You can just run at any moment. There's no risk in it. That means low testosterone. We got Abyss Walker. All right, it doesn't take skill to play, but it's high testosterone. I'm not gonna lie, because you're almost never gonna be jumping into the all dark. Like I guess sometimes, but you're usually not really gonna get there unless you're a cameo, like fighting in Sentinel. I'd say it's high risk because you can't use spells, and unlike cameo where you have 9 lives, this you just have a great sword and kind of a like a one no 2 moves. So I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like it's pretty high testosterone because you're always playing on disadvantage. Um, it takes no skill, but it's not a very good class. It's pretty high test. Bard is lowest testosterone. You know what, bro? I gotta add a row. All right, you are cuck. If you play Bard, you're a cuck, bro. Like you're just sitting there in the gank. You're just blowing in your little trumpet. All right. This is a blacksmith. Blacksmith is high test, bro. All right, I'm gonna tell you why blacksmith is high test right now. You swing a big ass hammer. That's already high testosterone. But not only that, you gather materials, which is very high testosterone behavior because you just want to high testosterone men want everything. Like you just want materials and shit, like hunter gatherer type shit. That's high testosterone. And then Ronin, I say it's high test. Ronin is high testosterone. I mean, it's pretty good class, but you're usually at a disadvantage because to man the shield and shit, you gotta like sheath your sword. I'd say it's high test, just because of that reason. And yeah, bro, I guess that's my list. Um, let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments, bro. Um, y'all should subscribe. I'm gonna definitely be posting more videos soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good day or a good night or whatever it is for you, bro. See ya.